Okay, so this right here is Screaming Willie. It's a Kubota L185, and see what just got a little bit of a little straight pipe here, a little haze at idle. Got it turned up all of it she can on, you know, basically stock, you know, fuel pump, but it's got 100% over injectors. Just got a new fuel filter on it. Wired up some headlights here. Can't really see them too well, but you can definitely tell they're on. Yeah, that's really about it. Seeing how hot I can get this pipe, break that new pipe in. It's starting to get a little bit of a golden look to it down there, but I want to see how hot I can get her today. Now, I'll put on the screen what my top speed was after all that. Now, what I'm doing is seeing how hot I can get this pipe, and I'm spraying diesel fuel into it. Just covering it. Seeing if I can't glue it. Now let's take his torch here and see if we can't get us a little flame. That sounds sweet. Blows little smoke rings. That's kind of cool. Now, while I'm letting all this cool down, I'm going to take my diesel fuel here in a degreaser container. And this is like a baffle off an exhaust of a truck. And I just want to see what happens if I spray some diesel fuel in here. If my bottle will cooperate. Actually stand her up like that. Spray the walls. Anything will come out. Now we got a lot coated in there. I want to see if we can light that on fire and see what she looks like here. If it comes out with any unburnt hydrocarbons. If I can get a flame in there somehow, some way. See if we can stack corn cob in there. Soak her up. Move that out the way here. That's pretty slick. Put it back up, and I'm just gonna I'll push that in a little bit more. Just gotta keep spraying her here. Ooh, that's hot. Switch hands here. I really was just trying to get it to come out the other side. But that ain't working. So it kind of looks cool though. But other than that, let's see how this pipe turned out. It's kind of goldened a little bit, but it's not what I want. Yeah, this is how it's all set up. It's just 2-cylinder Kubota and two big old exhaust here. Look at that. That's nice. That thing sucks. Damn. But other than that, I'm gonna probably take his pipe off real quick and try and blue it, give it a unique look. I tried to let the exhaust blue itself, you know, getting hot. I guess this diesel just doesn't get hot enough to do that. So I'm gonna pull this off and I'm gonna do it myself here. Okay, but before I get to, you know, taking this off, some of you guys might be asking, what is exhaust bluing and why would I want to be doing it? Exhaust bluing is where you take, you know, an exposed piece of metal like this here, which, you know, I'm pretty sure all metals that can rust can be blued. Like galvanized steel, you can't, you know, blue it with heat unless you get all the galvanization, which is a zinc coating, off of the metal. So like this steel here, I can blue, like it's slightly goldened. But what bluing works is, you ever seen like a piece of metal that's been hot and it's got like streaks of blue, or even if you've seen like Fast and Furious, like the exhaust tips with like the blue around them, or if you play GTA and they got the blue around them, that's exhaust bluing. It's when the metal gets really hot and it changes colors because of the heat tempering difference. And the reason you want to do that, there's really no performance gain in it at all. All it does is just look good. So it's all a personal preference. It doesn't have to be done. It's just something that I would like to do for the tractor, give it a different look. Alright, so it's a day late now. I didn't finish it yesterday. I had some other things come up. But today we're going to be taking this off. I already have this little bracket off, this exhaust clamp. And I'm going to take this off the rest of the way, get the pipe off. And I'm going to show you how to get any galvanized off if you have a galvanized pipe. Or if it's already previously been blued and you don't like it. So I'm going to get this off and I'll check right back. Okay, so if you might be able to tell, this pipe is slightly starting to blue. It's like a bronzing stage. Yeah, this is a railroad pipe. This is to hold it in there flush, because this is, if you look over here, this is not the stock pipe, obviously. It came with a giant muffler, resonator, soot collector all in one. And so yeah, what we're going to be doing here is just trying to rough sand this up a little bit. See, as it's cleaning it up. Hold it here on the ground and just get all that, like any dirt comes off with it too. And this just gets that bronzing effect off. I'm not really too worried about the railroad spike here, but what I'm going to be doing is just trying to get all that bronze off, because that bronzing can affect how it blues here in a minute. So let's say you forget a spot where it's already bronze, say right here is bronze, and you're heating it up. This will turn blue quicker than the area around it because it's already been tempered, that spot. Now, we're going to stop it right here and check back. Alright, so I've got this basically a little bit rough sanded here, and what I'm going to be doing is taking this 180 grit, hopefully it's not hot, yeah, and just getting like a final sand on it. That way if there's any like debris like there is up here from plastic melting on it, or you can do different textures in it too, and it affects how it blues as well. Like if you see here, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but I'm rotating it around it, and it gives it like a swirled look on that metal. And up here I'm going to go just a long pattern. And go back up here to that swirl. This is just the sanding part. And that should be good for right now. We're going to look and blue it, and then we're going to see what it looks like. Alright, so right here, this is the fun part. I'm using MAP gas. MAP gas is hotter than propane, and it allows you to heat things up quicker, which allows you to blue it quicker, which just means you're saving more time. So what you want to do, you don't want to hold it directly. You want to start and just move the heat. You'll see it start goldening, or bronzing. Look at it start, see it? See it bronzing? Look at that. See, is it picking it up on the camera? Now, what really sucks about it is you can't undo it once it's too far blue. You want to stop once it starts getting a dark purple. Because if you get it too deep, it'll turn back to the gunmetal color, and then you have to sand it and do all of it over again. As you can see, it's getting a dark, like red-orange. Here it comes, it's about to do it. Watch this next pass, see it? don't know if you can see that, but if you can get up close to it and look around it at different angles, that's just one spot. So we're gonna cut away and come back to this in a minute. Okay, so now I know, I obviously know it's not completely blue, but I don't know if you guys see that or not. But you want it brown because I still have another half of this pipe to do, and heat obviously transfers because it's metal. So while you're heating up one side, don't do it complete yet because heat still is going to look. If you look here, it still is going around and down on it. So when you're doing one half, you're actually doing a little bit more on a pipe like this. So you want it to cool down a little bit when you're doing one side, because this way I did long ways and I did it like here, up and down, give it a more even color. So I'm gonna let this cool down and then we're gonna go back at it here in a minute. Okay, let's take a look at this over here in the light. You can come over here. Come over here. Now let's go over here and put it some oil. Come on, follow me. It's really, really hot. Actually, you know what? The oil is over there at Jared's still, so come on. Let me just keep filming. Oh yeah, yeah. It's really hot. You out of oil there, Chief? Be careful when you're doing this because it can burn you, but it also helps prevent this from rusting in any way, shape, or form. Also allows it to cool, and it gives it a nice heat temper, so it's more durable. Now the best thing to do is to keep this away from anything that can ignite it, catch it on fire in any way, shape, or form, and keep dirt off it until all that oil burns itself off there. Okay, so this is after it is done smoking. It's still decently warm, but this thing looks pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. I didn't go too purpled with it because it's still gonna heat temper on its own, but like this is definitely good enough for now. So I'm gonna pop this on the tractor right there and see how she looks. Okay, so this is with the pipe installed. It's a down pipe. It's kind of like an axle dump if you have like a diesel truck. But here's the stock pipe, and then here's the exhaust. I just think it's a nice little touch. That bluing, cleaning it up a little bit. I think it definitely looks sweet. So fire up and see if it changes sound at all. It's just, I'll tell you when to start it. I actually think it made it a little bit deeper in tone. What do you think?
Yeah.
Alright, so I think it definitely looks good. So let's pull it out of here and see what she sounds like outside. Alright, find a hole. Okay, so no, I'm just gonna cover it. We got a little anthill here. We're just gonna get rid of these ants with some good old-fashioned gunpowder. Back up. Oh, I locked it. Oh man, that's so anticlimactic. Last one. Shoot. Only you can prevent wildfires. Okay, so this thing actually turned out awesome. So that's probably going to do it for today's video. Like and subscribe for more. Comment down below what you guys like, what you guys want to see more of. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys learned something from this. Have a good day.